Hey everyone! Welcome back to English Learning Key. I'm Anna.
And I'm David. Today, we're talking about something that many people struggle with, procrastination.
Yes, procrastination means delaying or putting off tasks even when we know we should do them. It's like when you say, I'll do it later, but later never comes.
Exactly. It's a common problem. Sometimes, even though we want to be productive, we end up wasting time.
So let's break it down and understand why we procrastinate.
Good idea. First, procrastination is when you avoid doing important things by doing less important or easier things instead.
Like watching videos instead of studying, or scrolling on your phone when you have work to do.
Here are some important words related to procrastination. Delay, to do something later than planned. Avoid, to stay away from something. Distract, to take your attention away from something important. Deadline, the time by which you must finish a task. Motivation, the reason you want to do something. Task, a job or piece of work.
Now, why do we procrastinate? There are many reasons.
One reason is that the task seems difficult or boring. When something feels hard, we want to avoid it.
Or we might feel tired or not ready to start. Sometimes fear of failing can stop us too.
Another reason is not knowing where to start. When a task feels too big, it's hard to begin.
That's true. So, procrastination is often a way to protect ourselves from stress or discomfort.
But the problem is, procrastination usually makes things worse in the long run.
What this really means is procrastination can cause stress and worry.
Yes, when the deadline gets closer, we feel pressure. Sometimes we rush and do a bad job because we waited too long.
It can also affect our health, making us feel anxious or tired.
Plus, procrastination can reduce our confidence. When we don't finish tasks, we might feel like we failed.
How can we recognize if we are procrastinating?
One sign is when you keep saying, I'll do it later, but never do.
Another sign is spending too much time on distractions, like social media or games.
Or feeling stressed because you have many unfinished tasks.
When talking about procrastination, you can say, I'm procrastinating because I feel tired. I need to focus on my work. I'm trying to avoid distractions. I have a deadline next week.
Or ask questions like, do you ever procrastinate? How do you stay motivated? What do you do when you feel distracted?
Here are some useful phrases. I'm putting off my homework. I can't stop procrastinating. I need to manage my time better.
Let's practice a short conversation. I'll start. Hi, Anna. Do you ever procrastinate?
Yes, sometimes I put off studying when I feel tired or stressed.
How do you stop procrastinating?
I try to break my work into small parts and set a timer to focus.
That's a good idea. I will try that too.
Now, let's talk about some tips to stop procrastinating.
First, break big tasks into smaller, easier steps. This makes the work feel less scary.
For example, instead of write a report, say, write the introduction. Then, write one paragraph.
Second, set specific times to work. For example, I will study English from 6 to 7 p.m.
Third, remove distractions. Put your phone away or find a quiet place to work.
Fourth, use a timer. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This method is called the Pomodoro technique.
Fifth, reward yourself when you finish tasks. It helps keep you motivated.
Let's learn some more words and phrases about procrastination. Prioritize, to decide which tasks are most important. Focus, to give your full attention to something. Productive, doing a lot of work and making progress. Motivation, the reason you want to do something. Self-discipline, the ability to control yourself and keep working. Time management, planning your time well.
Example sentences: I need to prioritize my tasks. I find it hard to focus when there are many distractions. Being productive helps me feel good. My motivation is to pass the English exam. Self-discipline is important for learning. Good time management reduces stress.
Awesome! Here's the next big chunk of the procrastination script, continuing from where we left off. Let's dive deeper into examples, motivation, and practical help, still in natural, clear conversation style.
So, David, can you share a real example of procrastination from your life?
Sure, last month I needed to prepare a presentation for work, but instead of starting early, I kept saying, I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, I've done that too. What happened?
Well, the deadline came quickly, and I ended up rushing all night. It was stressful, and the presentation wasn't my best work.
That's a classic case of procrastination. It feels easier to delay, but it usually causes more problems later.
Exactly. How about you, Anna? Any examples?
Yes, when I was learning English, I sometimes avoided practicing speaking because I was nervous. Instead, I watched TV or played games.
That's understandable. Sometimes fear or doubt makes us procrastinate.
Right, but I learned that starting small, like practicing just 5 minutes a day, helped me break the habit.
What this really means is motivation is key to beating procrastination. But how can we stay motivated every day?
One way is to remind yourself why your goal is important. For example, if you want to learn English, think about how it will help you travel or get a better job.
Good point. Another way is to set clear, achievable goals. Don't say, I will learn English. Instead, say, I will learn 10 new words today.
Small wins keep you motivated because you see progress.
You can also use positive self-talk. Say things like, I'm getting better every day, or I can do this.
And it's okay to have breaks. Rest is important so you don't feel burnt out.
Let's try an exercise together. Imagine you have to write an email to a teacher or boss.
That can feel hard if the email is long or important.
So, break it down into steps. Step 1, think about what you want to say. Step 2, write a draft. Step 3, check your grammar. Step 4, send the email.
When you break tasks like this, they feel much easier to start and finish.
Now, you try. Think of a task you've been avoiding and write down 4 small steps to do it.
I'll start. I need to practice speaking English. My steps are: 1. Find a conversation partner. 2. Practice for 10 minutes. 3. Record myself speaking. 4. Listen and correct mistakes.
Great! This exercise helps you stop procrastinating by making big tasks manageable.
Here are some mistakes people make when trying to stop procrastinating.
One mistake is trying to do everything perfectly. Waiting for the perfect time or perfect conditions can keep you stuck.
Another mistake is multitasking. Trying to do many things at once can reduce focus and increase procrastination.
Also, not setting clear goals or deadlines makes it easier to put off work.
Remember, it's better to start imperfectly than to wait forever.
Let's add more phrases you can use when talking about procrastination or motivation. I find it hard to start tasks. I get distracted easily. I'm working on improving my focus. I set small goals to stay on track. I reward myself after finishing a task. I'm learning to manage my time better.
You can also say, procrastination slows me down. I want to build better habits. Motivation helps me keep going.
Let's have a longer conversation to practice. I'll start. Dear Hannah, how do you handle procrastination?
Hi, David. I try to break my work into small steps. That way, it doesn't feel so overwhelming.
That's smart. Do you ever get distracted?
Yes, sometimes. When that happens, I take a short break and then get back to work.
Do you have any tips for staying motivated?
I remind myself why my goal is important. For example, learning English helps me talk to people when I travel.
That's a great reason. I also set a timer to focus for 25 minutes, then I take a 5-minute break.
The Pomodoro technique, I like that too. It helps me keep my energy up. Procrastination can affect anyone, but different people might need different solutions.
For students, setting study schedules and taking regular breaks works well.
For workers, prioritizing tasks and avoiding distractions like social media helps.
For travelers or language learners, practicing a little every day, even 5 minutes, can make a big difference.
The key is finding what works for you and being consistent. To sum up, procrastination is something we all experience sometimes.
But with the right mindset and habits, you can overcome it.
Remember these steps. Break your tasks into small parts. Set clear goals. Remove distractions and reward yourself.
Stay positive and keep practicing English. Don't let procrastination stop you.
Thanks for learning with us today. See you next time on English Learning Key.